bloody NVIDIA broadcasters decided to not work. Let me sort that out. It just decides to crash from time to time. Need to get some noise cancellation, otherwise you can hear my background music playing through my speakers. Okay. I think that's better. Yep. Okay, that's good. Lobster. The Plus version. It's seen better days. It's working, I can say that, at the moment. For how long? I don't know. It needs some. It needs a little bit of work to stop it from deteriorating, but we'll go into that. So I've reorganized, made the background a little bit more interesting. I had a little bit of time this afternoon to organise some stuff, so I did. Just looking back at some of the earlier streams and thought, it looks a bit messy. I mean, it still looks a bit messy, but it's at least, you know, it's got some of the collection and bits and pieces there. Something a little bit more interesting to look at. So, yeah. I have been meaning to visit this one for a long time. It's had, this machine's had some battery damage, and I've been aware of it since I picked the machine up nearly 10 years ago. The battery was still in it when I picked it up, and it had spewed its guts on the board. So the thing with the Amiga 500 Plus is it's got a real-time clock built in, along with extra RAM on the board over and above the standard A500, which I've got another one over here, Amiga 500, stock Amiga 500, and so yeah, it's it had a NiCad rechargeable, typical sort of thing that you saw on the day. And yeah, it had leaked over the board, and so as soon as I got this machine, I've removed the leaking battery, and yeah, the corrosion's not too bad. I mean, it's the machine's running. It sort of makes me wonder as to how long for, because that sort of corrosion can wheedle its way in, and I'm sort of wondering whether maybe I need to remove, you know, solder mask and get right back to the base, really, where the corrosion's setting in. But yeah, I'll get you down closer for a closer look in a second. But yeah, she's going. It's, you know, That's one thing. Keyboard though, I'm not sure about the keyboard. There's a few missing keys, as in non-functional keys. I'm not sure if it's a keyboard or whether it's something to do with the corrosion, and that'll be something that I'll check out tonight. But let's crank it up. So we have a meg of memory, which is what you'd expect. The card that came out of this. Yay, Mr. Evil C. How are you going, Rock Lobster? There's the RAM card that came out of it. Looking nice and tidy. I think you'll appreciate this, Mr. C. This machine, I was just saying before, it's been through the ringer to a point. I'll get you in for a close look so you can see. It's running. Yeah, isn't it? I'm assuming that's like a meg of RAM, right? Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah. Very nice. That was with the machine. I'll plug it in later. We'll check it. But I think you can guess what's gone on with this machine here. Give you one guess. It's damaged. There's a hint. It's running. Yeah. Yep, it will. So I've done a little bit of testing. This is pretty much how I got it, right? Look at all this detritus, and it was, you know, I guess you could say it's one of those barn finds. Yeah. And so, done a little bit of testing. I've got the escape key doesn't work, and there's like a strip of keys down here that doesn't work. And most of the numlock, the numeric keypad doesn't work. There's a few down here that do. Not sure if it's a keyboard. I've got another A500 over there to hopefully we can just swap the keyboard out. but I'll get you down for a close look at the damage here, because of course, being a 500 plus, it had a battery on it. And I've basically left it as I found it, apart from removing the battery. There's not much more that I've done to it, except what I did today. Okay, it was not long enough. I have to sort that out. Get your close look, because I'm actually really surprised that it's working. So when I first plugged it in today, how are you, Mr. Xeon? Good to see you. All right. Yeah. Luckily, this one's not too far gone. Oh, very good, thanks. Very good. I'll get you a close look at this board, because when I first... Here you go, have a look. This is where the battery lived. And so you can see quite a bit of damage here. You can see a bit over here. A lot of this is quite superficial, but here comes down a little bit here, across to here. When I say this is superficial, reasonably superficial, this is actually like really done a number down here, but that's not really all that important. That's really just where the battery lives. And you can see there's been a little bit of damage over here. It's enough to make you worry. But what I did to start with is I just plugged it in and tried it, and the first thing I noticed is that, you know, when you first turn these on and you get the clicking of the floppy drive, you know, waiting, it's detecting when a disk is going to be inserted. It was quiet. There was no tick, no junk, as you'd expect from an Amiga 500. And I thought, maybe the floppy drive's faulty. Anyway, I put a disk in to boot, right? And you can't see it here, but on the lid it's got the LED for the floppy drive access. That came on, but you couldn't hear the motor spinning in here. It's weird. And then it just came back to that boot screen. So I thought, maybe that floppy drive's faulty. I'll plug in my GoTech. Plugged in the GoTech, it booted. Sweet, that's cool. I'll try a good known floppy disk drive. Plugged in the good known floppy disk drive, same thing as this. No motor spin. Right, so my thought was, first thing, right, check voltages. And so I checked the voltages on the connector here, and I was getting 5 volts on the brown here, which is correct. But I was getting like 2.4 on the red. That should be 12. And that 12 is going to drive the motor, right? So knew I had a problem. And so the first thing I thought, well, it's something to do with this damage here. And I was right. And the thing is that I thought, geez, it's going to be major. I had a little bit of a clean up in the area, nothing too bad, just sort of taking off the solder mask with a fiberglass pen, just very light clean up. And then I thought I'll reseat the chips. So basically just push down on the chips, all the socketed chips, push down on them. Made no difference. And so, yeah, I thought, geez, there's going to be bad traces, right? If you have a look at some of these traces, like that one. Yeah, technically Friday. Exactly. Check that trace out there, right? That comes down here. See how it's got like this dark area? You would kind of assume that that trace is broken. And that's what I was thinking. There's a few around like that. There's another one down here. Very dark looking and almost looks like the copper's gone. Well, I buzzed it out. Between here, there's a via there, and there's another connection down. I think I actually just put a sharp probe in through the solder mask here. There's continuity through here. That line is fine. And so I buzzed out a whole lot of these lines that I thought might have been dodgy. They're actually okay. And I mean, yes, they probably potentially could deteriorate in time because of the damage that's already done. But at this stage, I think what I'll do is I'll soak the area in vinegar, give it a really good soaking, leave it for quite some time, wash it off, dry the board. And I think that's probably just where I'll sit with it at this stage, because the problem with the floppy drive, what I did is I removed my namesake Gary, and I noticed that a lot of the pins were quite tarnished. So I got the fiberglass pen and I cleaned the outside of the dip, inside of the dip pins, both sides. And then sprayed contact cleaner on the socket and reinstalled the chip, and bingo, we're away. We're away and laughing. I mean, before that, not only was this drive dead, but I had a external drive plugged in to the external disk drive port, and that was exhibiting exactly the same issue. There was no seek and no drive spin. So obviously something to do with this chip, with the connections on this chip here, was stopping the 12 volts from getting through to drive the motor on this and any external drive. And she's away and laughing. So I was pretty pleased about that. I mean, it's pretty crusty. This is work in progress, right? So what I'll do is pull the board, soak it in vinegar, clean it, give it a total clean, completely dry it, and then I'm sort of, my thought is that eventually some of these traces will break down, but I'd be sort of tempted to just cross that bridge when it comes, if you know what I mean, rather than digging in and potentially making things worse, is roll with what we've got, maybe even try and hook up a battery to it to get the real-time clock working. Roll with the damage. I know that potentially it's going to get worse, but I think as each part breaks down, I think it's cross that bridge when it comes type scenario. Because I don't think that fixing it or trying to fix it now is going to be all that beneficial. I don't think this is going to spread, this damage is going to spread too much from where it is here, especially after I hit it with vinegar. Yeah, I think so. I think, because what can happen, I've watched a few YouTube videos lately where people are diving in the deep end and they're actually making things worse. They're digging a bigger hole for themselves. And I think that if I attempt to clean all this up and get rid of all the corrosion and repair traces and things like that, I might end up with a machine that's not bootable. It's not working. And so I'm tempted just to, as say, just cross bridges when they come. Probably after drying it off and vinegar, getting the old vinegar thing done on it, cleaning it thoroughly, is put a battery in it and then just maybe nail polish. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at this stage. Almost at the ain't broke. I know it's a ticking time bomb. It ain't broke now, but I mean, possibly the purists would say you need to sort out this corrosion. You need to sort that out, but I think potentially that's opening yourself up for a whole lot of hurt, at this stage. Yeah, so I think that's the way I'll run with it at this stage, because I was pretty pleased. I can tell you, when I saw this, I thought, geez, it's pretty nasty. And then when the floppy drive wasn't working, I thought, oh, geez, yeah, I'm in for a repair job. Thing that was going through my mind was bloody schematics and looking up, where all these traces run and replacing all these traces, and it was looking like a big job. And then just cleaning this chip here, sorted it, sweet as. So I'm pretty pleased about that. Behind me, that's the A1000 board that's playing up. We can have a look at that tonight. Can show you what's going on with that, because I've actually forgotten exactly what the failure mode is. I think there's like video corruption and maybe a bit of unusual sound being produced. So yeah. But yeah, pretty pleased about this. The case needs a really clean up. So the thing with this one though, there's a little bit of corrosion down here actually. A little bit of that sort of green, that green you get after a bit of battery leakage. Yeah, you can end up bloody digging yourself a big hole, can't you? So I think what I'll do is we'll connect up the keyboard and see if we can identify the keys that are not working, and then I've got another one over there that we can swap in and just see if it's the keyboard or whether it's something to do with the corrosion. Yeah. Oh yeah, Captain Old Machine, welcome along. We're into all sorts around here. As you can see, I've got an Amiga on the bench here. And this is pretty much par for the course. There's old hardware, messing around with old hardware so we can play old games is pretty much all it really boils down to. So I'll hook up the keyboard and we can just double check that the keyboard is not happy. Pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, don't worry about this. We'll be cleaning it up at some stage. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they're pretty cool machines. There's a few Amiga fans around here, and so yeah, we love the old Amigas. As you can see, needs a good clean. Right. I take it be like a PC clone in India? Like an IBM clone? Oh, okay. Yeah, real IBMs. Nice. Yeah. So that's the other thing around here. We do a bit of PC stuff as well. I've got PC, the bottom of a PC, another PC, PCs, Apple II, as you can see, all sorts of other bits and pieces like Dick Smith. It's kind of in television, Amstrad, Sinclair, you know, that sort of stuff. That's what we're all about around here. So I can tell you memory checks out fine. Keyboard though, first thing I notice is escape doesn't work. Everything along here. Right, 9 doesn't work, but you'll see a strip down there. Help doesn't work. Most of the numpad. Most of the numpad. Oh, okay. What sort of AMD CPU you're looking at building? So what I want to try here is I want to try another keyboard because I'm not sure if this is the Logic or whether it's keyboard membrane or something like that. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yep. It's pretty big. Got a few Raspberry Pis and things like that floating around here. Amiga 500 here. Yeah, I'm hoping that's what it'll be. I'm going to just confirm that though by grabbing another rock lobster. Just a plain Jane Amiga 500. See, these are starting to go up in price now too. Good on you, Mr. Xeon. Oh, this has got a memory expansion in it. Basic. Microsoft Basic. Yeah, pretty much most of my machines run Linux. At the moment, I'm basically just in Mint, Linux Mint, because it's easy. Oh man, this is a Virgin machine. Yeah. Look at this, Mr. C. Yeah, so I'm running Windows on this machine that I'm streaming now. And I do so for my SharePoint, OneDrive syncing and Windows games, Steam, etc. I know you can do it. You can do it in Linux, but Virgin label. Shall I? I'll break it on. I'll break it in on camera. Go. You ready? You ready for this? First time accessed. Cool. Pure. Oh no. Bloody warranty's void. The older Commodore. That's not an eBay one. This is genuine, man. Yeah, I might have to get one off eBay. No, it's not a posi. It's not a posi drive. Security screw. No, they did start using Torx, you know, on the 1200s and whatnot. They started using Torx drive. There's another Virgin bloody security. Cut this though because I don't want to tear it. Still intact. It looks like it's been cut, but it's actually just sticker's gone down in the slot there. Go. Done. Yeah, it's been so long since I've opened it. Forgotten how to get the lid off them. Let's do that. Tight on the right hand side. Is that spudger? That goes. Pristine. Absolutely pristine in here. Never been entered, shall I say. Not sure if you're still there, Mr. C. But we were talking on Discord about my Multi A2000. You know what I'm really hoping? You know I was saying it only plays up when I have the floppy drive plugged in? You know what I'm really hoping is I'm just hoping that the floppy drive is causing the issue. I mean, that would be... I mean, it's kind of wishful thinking, but it's kind of what I'm hoping. Well, it is what I'm hoping. And, you know, who knows? So I've got the floppy drive over there, and I've got the main board up there in the power supply. So we can have a wee play and at least get it on camera as to what it's doing, and you know, I can refer back to it then when I actually go to properly troubleshoot it. Yep, it's working. It's the membrane. Okay. Nice, it's not the logic. That's good. So that makes 2 Amiga 600 keyboard membranes and an Amiga 500 keyboard membrane that I need to order. That's basically it's a Sony, that one. Sony ZV-1. Did you notice what I've done? I didn't put the abacus up there. Xeon. Yeah. So I can still record my other videos down underneath there. It looks like not much room there, but there's quite a bit of space under there. Amstrad, a couple of Sinclairs, Dick Smith Wizard, some Amiga stuff, Commodore 64 for good measure. I was watching my previous stream, so I just had a quick look, and I thought, geez, it's messy in the background, eh? It's like just a whole lot of junk piled up. The 600 HD is what we've been looking at on stream in the last little while with Junebug. That is the this lovely little beast. Amiga 600. HD for hard drive. Fancy. So that's cool. Keyboard. is the problem. So that is where we're at. This here, that is it the microphone you're referring to? That's an Audio Technica. I've got a lot of gain on it, so if you run it with no gain, yeah, it's an AT. If you run that with no gain, you kind of have to be like you have to be right close. But in OBS, I've set like plus 20 dB gain just to get it so that I don't have to eat the microphone. Amiga 1000. Bare bones. No, it's an Amiga 1000 motherboard. Amiga 1000 I have show ya. It up online because when it's on the desk with its monitor and keyboard and everything, it's really cool. The keyboard sits inside that cubby at the bottom down here. Very nice. That's the first Amiga. So we've got 35-year anniversary for this machine later next month. 35-year anniversary. So this machine, this one here, is actually faulty. I just wanted to, because Mr. Evil C is here, I wanted to show him what's going on. Just hoping I've got everything I need. I might need gonna need the kickstart discs, aren't I? It'll actually probably exhibit the fault even without them. Oh, 40. Sorry, 40. Yeah. Yeah. It's bloody Solitaire I'm getting mixed up with. Solitaire's 35 this year. There's so many anniversaries this year. What was it? Yeah, Solitaire 35, Amiga 40. Why just apply power? Okay. Okay, we get nothing basically. Just leave that for a second. So it's just a white screen, yeah? That's no floppy drive plugged in. Now what I have done with this machine is I've swapped all of the socketed chips one by one with my good Amiga 1000. No change. So I'm just sort of going for the low hanging fruit at this stage. Yeah. I'll plug the sound in and see if we get anything, but I don't think it's making any sound at all. Just make sure the sound is enabled in here. Just mute this background for a bit. So yeah, nothing. Did you hear anything? We try that again. It made a noise. Did you hear that? Yep. Yep. Okay. Try it again. CPU's running and everything, eh? I mean, as say, I swapped a lot of the chips. I'm wondering, let's just connect up the floppy disk drive and you can see what it's doing. Yeah, so this is the drive that's from the machine, and I'm wondering if that's faulty. We'll try it now, see what happens, and then I'll try another drive. Don't know the status of the other drive, but if that doesn't work, I'll try one that I do know is good. Thanks, Mr. Captain. Cheers for calling in. Thanks for the follow. Cheers, mate. Catch you later on. See that yellow? We actually got two initial. Oh, it's just rebooting, isn't it? I think it's just stuck in a boot loop. It's out to lunch. It's actually it's not doing what it used to do. I think it should get like, shouldn't I get the insert kick start ROM disk? Green. Yellow. Wonder if I should try a boot. Kickstart boot. And there's another. And it's trying to access. Yeah. So is that similar to what I'm seeing when I have the drive disconnected? Disconnect the drive. See, I don't get that green, the green screen. And then I don't get the yellow. And I think it just sits there, right? Probably should at least grab. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Could be that, hey? Hopefully that's all it is. Just going to take a quick break. Back in a second.
Okay, son. Remember to roll when you land, alright, buddy? Yeah. That's the boy. Dinner ready, honey?
Now, with over 200 games, there's only time for the important things in life.
Microsoft, ready to play. From the co-designer of the hit title Civilization comes Age of Empires. From the Stone Age...
Be good if it was just RAM. I wonder if I can do the old piggyback the RAM trickeroony. Yep. Yeah, got the, oh, that's with the floppy drive connected. You get the yellow screen. The yellow screen. There. Do you recall off the top of your head what a yellow screen means for the Amiga diagnostics? Because if yellow is RAM issue, well then, you know, you've probably hit the nail on the head. Yeah, so it was getting green to start with, and then a yellow. We're getting nothing. It's basically just, yeah, so the signal's lost there. Like, there's no signal. Wondering if I should pop a kickstart disk in there and see what happens. From memory, I got a whole lot of very fine multicolored lines across the screen initially. Yep. So I did every single socketed. I'm assuming the ROM's socketed, yeah. Yeah. Just looking for my kick discs for this one. I'll be stashed in the garage. Should try them with the kick discs, but I don't think it'll work. Because we should be seeing, if we get the other machine, yeah, I think you're right. The other option is to try a good non-floppy disk drive, because I mean, that could be faulty, right? I'd be interested to know from the going machine how it behaves if I disconnect the floppy disk drive. So that'll be something that I might look into tomorrow. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what I like to do first, is the easy tests, before bloody diving down rabbit holes. Oh man, I watched this video of this guy on YouTube trying to fix an audio issue on his Amiga. I think it was a 600, and it was so painful. I've made mistakes and I've put them on YouTube myself, but this just went from bad to worse, and he ended up soldering on the op amp for the audio chip backwards, and it released the magic smoke. He fixed it, I think, in the end, but it didn't actually. He fixed the audio issue, and he went through like 3 videos of troubleshooting, and made it smoke, and then ordered new op amps, put the new op amp on, and it worked, but didn't explain what fixed the issue. Jeez, it's painful. Heard the drive access, that was it. I think the other one does that as well. Just the fact that I'm not getting the insert kick boot ROM disk startup screen is yeah. I might have a look online and just see if there's anything obvious, you know, that I should be checking. I think you're probably right with that RAM. It's a likely suspect, isn't it? So I think what I'll do tomorrow is I'll grab the 1000, my other 1000, and see what it does. I'm assuming even if you have the floppy disk drive disconnected, I'm assuming it'll still prompt to insert a disk. That would be my assumption. And that way, if that's the case, I can rule, you know, like I can just do away with the floppy drive on this in the meantime and just rule that out. and get it to the point where this does the same thing. Yeah, I'm wondering that. So that's a job for tomorrow, just to quickly test that theory, and then just have a little look, online to see what the likely causes are of this, and check out what, where all the memory is located. I'm sure this is all memory down here, possibly even some of this here could be. That could be control logic, I'm not sure, but definitely up in this area here. Oh, okay. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And then there's 2. So there'll be two. There'll be 2 we're addressing, yeah. Oh, okay. So it could be like 2, 4, 6, 8. Those ones, or these are 4, 1, 4, 6 4s. 4, 1, 4, 6 4s. So it could be 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. That bunch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those there. So these will be some sort of control. Yeah, 64. Yep. Yeah. Go. (1986), the 8th of the 8th, 1986. This one. Cutting edge. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? It's easy to forget, isn't it? This machine is pretty close to my very first Amiga. In fact, my very first Amiga was a 500, which is the one that I've stolen the keyboard out of to put into this. I had a lot of fun with my Amiga. Albeit just gaming. Can't blame me for that though, can you? Yeah. So, must look into that at some stage. Then again, I'm actually pretty happy with my Amiga 1000 stock. Because there's plenty of games on it that are perfectly fine, you know, like I really enjoy. I've got a list of them. So some of the games that I really enjoy that run on a stock Amiga 1000 with the RAM expansion is 512K total. Stunt Car Racer, Fibrous, Gods, Arkanoids, Adam's Family, North and South, Star Wars, Defender of the Crown, Pinball Dreams, Ports of Call, Defender, Pac-Mania, Speedball 2, Swiv, Flight Simulator 2, Prince of Persia, the 512K version, Micro Machines, and Galaga. Some of the ones that I know work on it. And possibly even SimCity, not sure about that actually. There's a couple of versions of SimCity, isn't there? Yeah, oh, the retro mod, I'd love to. I mean, 1 meg would just make it more usable, wouldn't it? Actually, speaking of which, could chuck that in a day. Let's do that. You can do it from the bottom, but this is just easier. Oh, yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. Now these pins are a little bit crusty. I can get in there and clean those. Yeah, not sure isopropyl's actually going to do it.
Okay, let's track it.
That's better. That'll clean up a lot better once I soak that in vinegar. The plan for tomorrow, and also clean this case up. That chip there is a different colour. It's identical, but it's almost looks like it's been baked. Hopefully it's okay. Oh yeah, thanks for that. So this will give us this should give us 2 megs chip. Oh, we only have 1 mega chip. Yeah, that's it. 1 mega chip RAM. Yeah, the other thing that's worrying me is the bait looking chip. Just looks like it's, yeah, just looks, that one there just looks like it's a little bit dodgy, eh? Looks like it's got warm. Yeah, a little bit of gunk on that one. I'll give these a wee clean up. Still no go. Yeah, I suspect one of those sims is probably bad. I'll try it on another machine at some stage, but yeah. That doesn't matter for the time being. Okay. This is not locking gods. What? I might just pull that RAM card out just in case it's not happy. Weird. I want to boot the gods disk. It's going to boot the workbench disk though. There's actually Carsonomi's post on the projects page to say that he was looking to resurrect his A500 Plus, and I thought, I've got an A500 Plus, and I was sure I'd removed the battery at some stage, which I have, but I was just a little bit concerned about the the potential damage that it had done and whatnot. So it's quite nice to know that it's not bad enough that it's going to cause an issue at this stage. Maybe it's not booting Gods, but it's going to boot Railroad Tycoon. Oh, what a shame. Might have to play Railroad Tycoon. It's a quick and easy way to drive my audience away. Oh, actually, I've got other stuff I can play. Sounds working. Oh. That's handy. I've ordered some 27C 800s from AliExpress, and they should be coming soon. I'm also getting an adapter from a guy in New Zealand who's selling on Tindy. The adapter, he sells the adapter for the TL88662 Plus programmer for the 27C 800s and whatnot. So yeah, maybe I need to get some of those ROMs. Can you send me the link to that, please, Mr. C? Thanks, that's helpful. Yeah, there's some pretty fancy ones out there, Mavanki, that do all sorts. These are apparently are pretty good. I've not used it yet, yet to use it in anger, but apparently they're pretty good. Cheap as chips. It does a lot of things, but I did need an adapter for doing the Amiga ROMs. So I wanted to burn like diagnostic ROMs. Diagnostic ROMs for the Amiga, and things for the C64, SX64. I need an SX64 ROM, bits and pieces like that. Just a few projects, pretty handy. Such a way with words, Mr. Xeon. Oh my god, this is slow. Where's my accelerated Amiga? Why am I playing this on a 68,000? Why do this to myself? My god. I've got a lovely little 600 over there that will just fit nicely on this desk here. With an 030 and 50 megahertz will bloody run this better than that. God, blimey, I don't know. Oh, that's a grasshopper. Not that it really matters. Pretty sure that's grasshopper. It's because this one's cracked. Johnstown. Allentown. It's looking pretty chunky. The last game I played with this in anger, I was doing okay, but I had serious issues with congestion over bloody wooden bridges, and I couldn't afford to upgrade them, and oh man. Provenance looks pretty good. Bit of lots of coal. Manchester. Lots of coal. Demands steel. Nah, but demands coal outright. You don't get anything back for it though. Petroleum. No one's really demanding a lot of coal. Oh yeah, there's a power plant there. So if I give it coal, it'll produce steel. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the power plant actually. If you supply a power plant with petroleum, it gives you manufactured goods. So if you supply it with wood, it gives you paper. And if you supply it with coal, it gives you steel. And there's a whole buttload of bloody coal over here, but it's a long way away. I think it would be hugely expensive. Problem with New York is it's not even a reasonable sized city at this stage. There's a decent port there, but you've got these rivers, 3 rivers there. It's a pain in the ass. It always sounds tempting to go to New York, you know, but actually this Allentown looks pretty good. Trenton. Oh, there's wood mills here. Philadelphia. Would quite like to set up a rail track with no bloody wooden bridges on it. Could come down and around this river. Oil City.
Just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be him just to see him out. Don't wanna be
Well, it's a bit slower when playing it on the floppy system. And a 68,000 CPU. Yeah, it's actually the floppy that's slowing it down the most. It's accessing the floppy drive. I mean, yeah, it is quicker on the faster CPUs, that's for sure, but... And the train's going to be slow too because it's a piece of shit. And I've loaded it up. Oh, it's actually not that many. I had the game on pause, so it didn't have much of a chance to build up passengers and mail at the station. Yeah, that's floppy access there. Okay, we've got manufactured goods. That's good. Just for nothing, so... Hoping Allentown actually accepts manufactured goods. I'd assume it would. Yeah, pays a little bit, bugger all, but that increases as time goes on. It depends on the economy as well. I think a slightly less direct route is better than wooden trestle. Having wooden trestle bridges that slow everything down and are unreliable. See if there's any livestock around here. Yeah, it's a grasshopper. So it's like the most pissant bloody train you could ever think of. Yeah, train in quotes. It's an engine of some sort. In train, yeah. Oh, there's livestock there. Okay. Bugger, it means I have to build a bridge. But that's alright. Let's make sure there's not any closer. The second version of this game is so good. So what you can do in the second game is you can... Yeah, I do have June, yeah. In the second game, you can put a filter on to say, I want to know where there is a supply of cattle. And, you know, I know there's demand for cattle here. So you can just get like an overview of the whole area with a overview of a supply of cattle, and you can see it. It's really good. Yeah, I've got both. I'm not, to be honest, I'm June. The original June is not my cup of tea. June 2 is definitely my cup of tea. No, there's June 2 on the Amiga. That's where I first played it, so that's where I play it. If I play June 2, it's on the Amiga. I like the intro of June. Yeah, I'd say it's probably a bit better. I'm trying to remember what I did play June 2 on. Probably Amiga, I would say. You know, like back in the day. Yeah, nostalgia gets me on that one though, and I will play it on the Amiga. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Get the normally you get a ding 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 ding. For all the money that I made getting into there. Bloody hell, this is going to be heavy. Look, 40 tons of manufactured goods. Nearly a full car of passengers and half a car of bloody mail. The dingus is broken. Either that or Philadelphia doesn't demand any of what I've been delivering. Should be demanding passengers and mail though, for sure. Oh, it's not. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? That's why it didn't do it. You'd think a city like Philadelphia would demand bloody mail and passengers, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Yeah. Look at the months ticking by. Oh, they accept petroleum, but not bloody not passengers or mail. Oh, that sucks. So that's like a death knell to this game right from the start. Unless I just haul. What else? I could just, in the meantime, just haul manufactured goods back and forward. Well, back to... Yeah, there's quite a few manufactured goods here. So there's no point picking passengers up from Allentown. Demands grain. I mean, I could spend a bit of money just getting down to this cattle yard here and then haul cattle all the way back. But that means everything coming out of bloody Allentown is going nowhere. That sucks. Scranton. I could run a line up to Scranton and see whether they accept passengers. Shit, I'm going to need to do something in the meantime, aren't I? Look at this. Might be a slide uphill there though. Not that I know of. I'm going to spend a bit of money. Operating profit negative 70,000. You can't call that a profit then, can you? This is bad. This is bad. Demands passengers, no mail. Okay. Let's build another crappy train. Good night. No, I don't think I've seen that one. I think I'm just going to have to send this thing back empty. This is how I remember playing it though, on the with the floppy based version on a 68,000. Yay! Money! 51,000. Got me out of the red. Bloody hell, it's crawling. Those manufactured goods. They're weighing it down. Oh, 0, look at that. On the dot. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, I can. Oh, there's nothing waiting here. Oh my god. Game speed. This is turbo. Am I hauling stuff out of here again? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I've got no changes. I need to go. Why can't I? It won't let me choose. Oh crap. It's like a bug. A bug in the system. Is that because I'm on turbo? No, it must be. So I want caboose only in Allentown. And maybe just 2 goods cars. Oh, and I picked up all the passengers on the train. I'm not going to get anything. Oh, this sucks. I think I'll put it down to a failure. At least it's running. The other thing I want to know is, can I save it? Insert save game disk to use disk. Reinsert it. Geez, someone got all the way up to 1971. Rudy's Railroad. It's not really even worth saving. It's just a bit unfortunate that I didn't get any money for shipping passengers back. It's a pain in the ass. Anyway. The computer's running nicely, that's one thing. It's a bit weird how it's not booting the Gods disk though. Oh, Mev, didn't you get, was it F-15 Strike Eagle 2 I saw you got? And was it Tank Platoon as well? Good score, if you did. I think you both are PC games, weren't they? Yep. Yeah, PC, yeah. Good score. This God's not working. Oh, it's going to work. It's weird, it didn't work before. Or is it? Maybe it's not. 1,100 credits. Game secret. So I'm just going to go for plasma. And extra bullet will do. Oh yeah. Come on. They cleared them up pretty quickly. Oh, one got away. Jeez, this might be the best I've ever done, or I will ever do. I have got a higher score than this before, but I've not had this super weapon this early on. It's just mowing them all up. No. Oh, downgraded to a fireball. tax-free shop. 450. Took my hand off the stick. Oh, bugger. But I'd try and sneak in a sneaky drink. Oh, what? So your weapon gets downgraded every time you die. Oh, I'm not watching the bombs. Oh, shit. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot through. There's probably no point raiding you across to Kasanomi because you're probably potentially there already. But anyway, yeah, Carsey's playing something modern by the look of that. Motorcycle violence, I would say. Anyway, I'll shoot off. Thanks guys for hanging out. We catch up tomorrow, I guess. Don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. If I stream, mess around with more Amigas. I've got the AMD machine I'd like to build. Chuck in the new sound card, thanks to Xeon. Just play it by ear probably. So yeah. Cheers Xeon. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. See ya.